Hey guys, welcome back to my Apache Hudi table services playlist. This is gonna be the part 4 in that particular playlist. The first part we learned about metadata indexing in an async mode with a hands-on lab. Second part we learned about Hudi cleaner services in an async mode with a hands-on lab. Third part we learned about Hudi exporter utility, how you can export data from Hudi without writing any custom code. This is gonna be the fourth part in that video playlist. This is gonna be about compaction. Now, compaction usually occurs in MOR table, right? MOR, or also called as merge on read. So whenever any updates are coming into your table, they are written into a log file and then later on they are merged into the base file, right? Now, this video focuses on how you can disable compaction when using DeltaStreamer. For the demo, we're going to be ingesting data from a Kafka topic. Now, then using an async approach or using offline, we're gonna perform compaction. So that is what we're gonna be doing in this video. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. This is gonna be exercise number 4. So step 1, we need a Kafka and Zookeeper. So we're gonna spin that up using Docker Compose. In the project directory, you'll be given a Docker Compose file, and now issue the command docker compose up -build -d. This will start the container running locally in the background. Next step is basically we need to publish some data into the Kafka topic. Now in the project directory, you will be given a Python file which is called publish messages _kafka.py. And in that, all you have to do is you have to uncomment out this particular line, insert messages into Kafka topic. This will insert about 5 messages into the topic. So let's run this Python 3 publish kafka.py. Again, now you can see we are publishing 5 records into the Kafka topic. Now, once this is done, you can head over to localhost 3040, click on topics, click on orders, and here you should see those data points coming in. So let's wait for this and click on table. And here you can see we have order 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 records to play with. Now let's basically ingest the data into Hudi transaction data lake into the merge on read table and disable compaction. So let's review the settings. So now let's review the DeltaStreamer code. Let me get my mic here. All right. So again, we have been doing this from various labs, right? So hopefully things should be easy here. Okay. Class, we are using the HoodieStreamer class. We are providing the Spark bundle package. Over here, we are providing the jar file. The jar file is in my current local working directory inside the folder jar. We are using Hudi utility slim bundle jar. Method is going to be absurd. Table type is going to be merge on read. Okay. We're going to dedupe the data by timestamp, and then the class we're going to be using or.apache.hudi.utilities.sources avro kafka source. Okay. And then over here, as you can see, we're gonna set a flag which says disable compaction, which means I want to write data as fast as possible, but I don't want to do compaction because I want to do that in an asynchronous approach. We provide all the settings through a Hudi prop file. Now, quickly, I'll review the Hudi prop file. Again, it's very straightforward. So let me open that up. Okay, we define the record key or the primary key. We define the partition, how we want to partition the data. We define the dedupe key, which is going to be the timestamp. We define the bootstrap server, right? That's the localhost 7092. We are running that on Docker, right? We define from which topic we are going to ingest the data. We are going to ingest data from the topic called orders, right? And then some very basic settings over here. Now, the most important thing that I want to cover is these settings over here. So observe here, Hoodie.compact.inline, we set that to false. Hudi compact schedule inline, we set that to false. And then we are setting Hudi data source.compaction.async.enable to true because we want to do it in an async mode, right? All right. So now what we will do is we will copy this particular command, open up terminal and fire this up. Now this should create a merge on read table in your current working directory. Hopefully this should be done in a couple of seconds. All right, done. And now I do have a Python file called read_hoodietable.py, and all it does is basically calls Hudi stored procedure, as you can see, called show compaction, and basically will print whether the compaction was done or not. So Python 3, Python 3 read_hoodietable.py, and again I should see an empty there because again the compaction has not been done. Hopefully makes sense. Okay. Now, what we want to do is basically we're going to grab a record and we're going to publish an update. And then again, we're going to ingest the data using a DeltaStreamer. So head over to here, gonna click on raw data and copy any one record that you like. I'm gonna copy for order ID 1 and then head over to my Python file, publish Kafka messages.py, and simply, I'll paste this over here. And then here, I'll just put update, right? And hopefully this should make sense, right? Now, what I will do, I want to manually publish a message. So I'll uncomment out the second function and comment out the first one. And then I'll say Python 3 publish messages.py. Now that one record has been inserted into the Kafka topic, right? So now coming to Kafka over here, refreshing, and I should see that one new updated message coming in. So hopefully made sense. Okay, here. You see this, right? That message came in here, right? Now let's ingest that using Hoodie DeltaStreamer, right? Again, we have set the compaction, we have disabled the compaction, okay? So coming here, I will copy this one. And again, this will ingest the data into the MOR table. So hopefully that made sense, and I just wanted to show you again. I'm gonna run Python 3 read HoodieTable.py. This will call the stored procedure show compaction, and again I should not be seeing anything. Makes sense. Now what we want to do is basically we want to start the compaction. So now let me show you that command. Okay. Over here. Okay. So the class we are gonna use is gonna be HoodieCompactor. That's the class that we are interested to use. And then these are the settings that are important, right? We provide the base path, okay, on which table you want to perform compaction. This is the table path, the table name, and then here mode. This can be either schedule, execute, or schedule and execute, because there will be times where you want to first identify files that are eligible for compaction, and then you want to maybe execute at a later time, right? But again, I'm doing schedule and execute. I'm providing the strategy, and here I'm saying Hoodie compact inline max delta commit set to 1, so that it's gonna perform the compaction after every one delta commit, right? So what I want to do here is I would want to copy this command, go to terminal, paste this one in. So now again it should do the compaction, right? So I'm gonna let it run. So it's complete. Now there are two ways you can verify, one through stored procedure and one through the files. So I want to show both the approaches. So if you go to Hoodie folder, and if you go to your table under .hoodie, so here, let me see. Okay, let me type this properly. So here you can see we got this, right? Before you did not have this file, compaction requested, compaction in flight, and then .compact, right? So hopefully that made sense, right? That means that your compaction was working, right? Now what you want to do is I'm gonna run the Python file, Python 3 read HoodieTable.py, and this calls the stored procedure again. As you can see, the compaction was completed, right? Hopefully made sense. So again, so now your writers can write data as fast as possible, and then you can perform compaction at a later time in an offline mode or however you like. Now, again, I do want to make sure that I do point this out. So if I go to the documentation, again, over here, they have explained everything in a very, very nice way. And again, also, there are a bunch of strategies that you can follow, right? For example, log file number based compaction strategy. Then you have log file size based compaction strategy and much more. So I encourage you to come to the website and read more about this. I'll leave the resources in the description. So hopefully this demo video made sense and you got some idea of what compaction is and how you can run compaction in an offline mode. Again, the website has done a fantastic job at documenting everything, but in case if you do not understand, please comment on the video or come to the Slack channel and ask questions. We are always happy to help you. With that being said, keep smiling, keep programming, and I'm gonna see you in the next upcoming video.